Some disturbing news if you enjoy red meat. The World Health Organization has issued a report linking red meat, both fresh and processed, to a potential onset of cancer in humans. WSJ reporter Kelsey G joins us now with details. Welcome, Kelsey. Now, the WHO study published in the medical journal The Lancet classifies processed meat in the highest level of risk, correct?
Correct. Yeah, so processed meats are any meat cuts that have been salted, cured, smoked, anything to enhance the flavor, preserve them. So think bacon, think ham, think salami, think anything like that that's been handled and isn't a fresh cut, like roasts or steaks or things like that.
And that level is akin to tobacco smoke and diesel engine exhaust. But which cancers does the WHO find a link to these processed foods?
So the body of research that this committee looked over was over 800 studies, primarily focusing on colorectal cancer, so colon and rectal cancers. But the committee also found associations between stomach cancers, prostate cancer, some other type of cancers as well, though those links were a little bit weaker. So they really focused their designation here on colorectal cancers.
Okay, so now let's talk about fresh meat, because I think this finding will be most surprising to many people. In what level of risk does the WHO place fresh meat?
So this is the second highest level of risk. It's 2A. They break down the level of risk for carcinogen in 5 levels, and so this is the second highest. So this doesn't mean that it is carcinogenic, but it means that it is probably carcinogenic, which means that it's on the same level as glyphosate, which is an herbicide widely known as Roundup, which I know the agricultural industry was really interested in WHO's decision to label that herbicide as a probable carcinogen earlier this year.
And so is this a recommendation then against red meat across the board?
So most of the studies primarily looked at the levels of meat that a person was consuming, and there were no clear recommendations for what is too much meat. Typically, a human, as observed in these studies, eats between 50 and 100 milligrams a day. A heavy meat eater is considered someone who eats like 200 grams, not milligrams. So that's like probably a half a pound a day. I think the science remains to be seen on what's the actual level of when your risk dramatically increases. But there were some interesting findings here, something like a 17% increase in risk in a group of 10 studies for every person who increases their consumption by 100 grams a day. So it seems like every half a pound or so, every quarter pound that you increase your consumption, there is a relationship here with some dramatic health outcomes.
Now, we know that these studies have drawn criticism from the meat industry and others. Has it responded to this latest report yet?
So there have been a few different ways that the meat industry has responded. On Friday, I caught that one of the meat industry groups had posted a 7-video series on statements just touting the health benefits of meat. So iron, protein, vitamins, there are plenty of reasons that the meat industry has found to incorporate meat in a healthy diet, and they're making sure consumers get that message loud and clear.
All right, Kelsey, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, thank you.